All right, last video for the week, IM1 students. Great job working hard. If you are not seeing the squiggly line, well, I don't even have a squiggly line. If you can't see my squiggly red line on my screen right now, that means you need to put your video into full screen. All right, so the last video we talked about using the substitution method. So let's practice that again, shall we? But since one of these equations is not in an x equal or y equal form, we need to rewrite it so it is, and we can use our method. So let's do that now. So let's take 3x minus 6y is equal to 12. I'm just taking this bottom equation right here, and I'm going to rewrite it into y equals form. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides of the equal sign. And I get negative 6y is equal to 12 minus 3x. Then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 6y. I think I said negative 6y. I meant negative 6. Because negative 6 divided by negative 6 is 1. So I have my y equals on one side. So we're getting ready to plug it into the other equation. Then I want to divide 12 by negative 6, so that's going to be negative 3. That's going to be negative 2. And minus, or actually plus 3 divided by 6, that's a 1/2 x. So that was for this equation. So now I'm going to rewrite it, and it's going to be y equals negative 2 plus 1/2 x. And this is what I'm going to take and substitute into, using that keyword, into this y value right here. So let's do that now. We're going to take our equation, 4x plus 6. Now remember, I know what y is now. It's negative 2 plus 1/2 x is equal to 30. Where did I get that? Negative 2 plus x is from what y equals. That's what I rewrote over here from this equation. Now, what do? We solve for x. So 4x is plus, and we're going to distribute that 6. So 6 minus 12 is negative 12. So I'm going to erase this. Minus 12. 6 times 1/2. Well, 6 times 1/2 is 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So it's plus 3x is equal to 30. Let's combine like terms here. I get 7x minus 12 is equal to 30. Now I'm going to add 12 to both sides because I want x by itself. So I end up with 7x is equal to 30 plus 12 is 42. And then I divide both sides by 7. X is equal to 6. So really what I have right here when I say x is equal to 6 is I have the x value of that coordinate point where these two equations intersect on a graph. That's what I'm finding right here, where they equal, where they're going to meet on the graph. All right, now that I've solved for x, now I need to find that y coordinate. So I have the x coordinate, which is, actually I'll do this in black. What do I have? I have the x coordinate, which is 6. I need that y coordinate. Where do they intersect? All right, so now I got to put that x coordinate back into one of these two, but I already have a y equals, right? So I have y equals negative 2 plus 1/2. Well, I know what x is. X is 6. So I just put in 6 for x. Now I can solve for y. y is equal to -2 plus, well, 6, half of 6 is 3. So y is equal to -2 plus 3 is just 1. So that coordinate point where the two equations intersect on the graph is 6 and 1. That is your solution right there. You can also write it as x is equal to 6, y is equal to 1. All right, but that seemed like a lot of work. I had to rewrite one of those equations again. I would prefer not to do that. Well, we're in luck. There is another way that we could do find that intersection point, the x and y value, without using substitution or equal values method. And that's called the elimination method. I'm going to rewrite these equations over here, 4x plus 6y. This is the same system we just used for the previous example with substitution. Oops. 3x minus 6y is equal to 12. What we're going to do is we're going to eliminate one of these variables, x or y, and we're going to do that by adding down. I'm going to write that over here, add down. So I have this arrow pointing down here. So let's add down. So what is 4 plus 3x? 7x. What is 6y minus 6y? That's 0. And what is 30 plus 12? 42. So now we've just eliminated the y's. The y's went to 0. So I'm going to rewrite this down here. 7x is equal to 42. And if I divide both sides by 7, x is equal to 6, which is the same answer I got up here. Same system, different method. This time I used the elimination method. So I found 6x, or x equals 6 by using this elimination method, but I still have to find the y value. So let's do that. Let's just pick one. We'll pick this bottom one right here. So we have 3. Now what is x? It's 6. Minus 6y is equal to 12. So here we're solving for y, while over here we solved for x. So we have 18 minus 6y is equal to 12. And if I subtract 18 from both sides, I get negative 6y is equal to negative 30. I divide both sides by negative, oh, I'm sorry. Let me see what I just did there. I tried to add those two together. What's negative 18 minus 12? Well, that's 6, negative 6. So now I'm going to divide both sides by negative 6. And y is equal to 1, which is the same answer I got up here. So my solution is x is equal to 6, y is equal to 1, or you can write it as a coordinate point. Much quicker. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. We're going to use our elimination method. I'm going to rewrite the equation here. And remember, what we're doing, we're solving this system. We want to know where these two lines intersect. I'm going to draw a line underneath the two equations, and then I'm going to add them, but I'm going to add down. 4x minus 4x, well, that's 0. Well, my x's have been eliminated. 12y minus 6y is just 6y. And 36 plus 12 is 48. So I'll rewrite this. 6y is equal to 48. Again, I'm solving for y now because my x's were eliminated. I'm going to divide both sides by 6. Y is equal to 8. So now I need to find, so I found the y value, I need to find the x value. Y is equal to 8, right? There's my solution, but I need to find what x equals. So I'm going to use one of my equations. It doesn't matter which one, I'll just use this bottom one here. So I have negative 4x minus 6. Now remember, I know what y is. My y is 8 is equal to 12. And here I'm solving for x, right? So I have negative 4x minus 48 is equal to 12. I'm going to add 48 to both sides because again I'm solving for x. Negative 4x is equal to 60. Then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 4 because I'm looking for x by itself. X is equal to 15. So my x value, or my solution, is 15. So again, you can either write it as x is equal to 15, y is equal to 8, or as a coordinate point. All right. If you have any questions, please let us know. Otherwise, enjoy your activity.